What's up, family? Welcome to the Big FX channel, right? It's your boy Big FX, and yeah, you know, it's weekends here, and obviously the banks are closed. The markets are closed. We don't trade, or on weekends, right? So I just realized something and took it upon myself to kind of like address this kind of like issue, right? We all want to be professional, successful traders, right? Which we are going to be, right? Inshallah, which we are going to be. But before you get to this kind of level or achieve what you want to achieve, get to where we want to be, there is something called putting in work, locking in. And that is where, you know, my people, my brothers, my sisters, you get it twisted. That is where you guys get it twisted. Locking in is not just simply about, working. You can be doing that. You can be working, putting in the efforts, everything, and an external force, something you just did outside the box, could affect the whole thing. But you logged in. You know, one major thing, one key thing that I can relate to this is you trying to kind of like figure out yourself, right? But you're still out there. Let me say on the media or social media. It's two different things, right? You can be on the gram, you can be on Twitter, you can be on any of the, what you want to do, but it's two things. You can be there, searching for kind of like, motivation, inspiration, right? But with these things, right, you get them every day. That's one thing. That space is there for noise. So if you're not there to also make noise, you get disturbed by the noise and it damages what your eardrums. That's why it's social media. You could be there for inspiration, motivation, and you find it. You see the lifestyle somebody is living, and you're like, damn, bro, I also want to live this life. You get motivated. You get off the ground. You get off the media and start focusing on yourself. That's how things happen. You discover your pathway on these apps, right? And you lock in. You draw away from it and you lock in. When you're good at what you do, when you're getting stacks, you also come back to what make noise. So somebody also gets motivated to do something better for themselves. But if you're always there and you are being shouted at, bruv, you might keep deceiving yourself that you're trying to get motivated, you're trying to kind of like stay gingered and all that. But bruv, we both know that you just kind of like feel you're addicted to the extent that you can't even like let it go. Like if you can't go a minute, an hour, a day without the gram, without the other platforms. You know what I'm saying? But with me saying all of this, you could be working your ass off, you could be doing a lot of things for yourself. But here comes this external force. Sometimes you're on the right track, but because of what you saw out there, you start questioning. You start questioning. You're like, yo, am I on the right path? But bro, yes, you are. You're getting yourself confused. You're getting it twisted. Why? Because you saw something. The noise is getting to you. The noise is getting to you, bro. Know what you're made of, bro. It's just it could be 6 months. You just put in the work, locking like very crazy. You could be back also what flexing. making noise. That's your right. Nobody can take it away from you. Never. People making noise there have the right. Nobody can take it away from them. Is that so right? You don't have the right now. Bruv, get something doing for yourself. Get off the space. Lock in, put in the work. With this even big, tech giants, if they were kind of like, also just drowned in this space, they're heading it, doing nothing, you think would have gotten here? No, bruv. It really pains me, but this is the sad truth. Lock in, subscribe to the channel.